play. Okay. It really sucks that we can't play music on, these other platforms without getting muted. It's stupid, man. It's so stupid, frustrating, angering. Let me just find all the words that are in, like, it's wrong. Any other questions?
It's Bantapuru.
Bantapuru. You left in 99 to find me.
Is
Come on, man.
sorry, the topic just
Like
tokenomics,
iPhone.
right? By
I hate
itself.
iPhone. So.
Hey, Unc, is it just
what?
tokenomics?
Yeah, I think tokenomics in and of itself, and how we, dude, you got to
Economy
hear this.
design. And
yeah, I think,
it's economy design, and then the dual currency between Citadel and Courage.
yeah, I think that's good.
Okay,
And probably our motivations, like, in our goal to create $1 billion community. So that's obviously either 1,000 millionaires or 10,000, 100,000-aires. Dude, are you ready for a cute attack? I don't know if you're going to survive this, but I'm going to push this button. Here it comes.
Hey, it's me, B, and you're listening to The Funk Show. Here, we don't want bantapuru, and poof nostrils and poopy heads need not apply.
That is so cute.
Dude, the cuteness is like over 9,000. And it's so funny. Who was it, Broden or someone that said, that cute whatever, just remind them of their school teachers. I was like, what? Our school teachers were like, Augen, Schneegen, ein Volk, ein Nazi. Hey, Rizzo, what up?
Rizzo de Baus.
Yeah, the British get these posh, like, why, if the British have got such posh teachers, why do most of the British sound like so horrible? Come on, dogs. No, I'm live. Don't bark. I see I'm about to get hugs and kisses and a swarm of bugs. Quick, come in. Quick, the bugs are coming in. Yo, look at all those bugs coming in. My word, they just like swarmed in here. Hello, my baby. Oh, you look so cute. You got your little ponytails. And you're wearing your shirt that says, love my dad.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to say hello to Uncle Rob? Nope.
Nope. Wow.
Uncle Rob says, wow.
I said it twice. Wow.
He's over there. That funny picture over there. That's Uncle Rob.
The funky.
Yes, the funky. Yeah.
The little funky.
Yeah.
Wait, is she still? Wait, where's my camera? So she
Yeah.
can see.
She'll see you now, and then maybe she'll say hello to you. I don't know. Let's
see.
There we go. There's Uncle Rob. You want to say hello to Uncle Rob? He's still shy.
Hello. Fine. Let me go back to my notes. I'll be back now.
Okay. I love you, my baby.
I'll give her a kiss.
Oh, yeah, you're gonna give her a nice kiss for me. Bonk. Love you. Don't forget to wash the handies. Wow. To everybody, just hit over with a wow. Wow.
WW. Wow.
So,
Wow.
we have to play that CEO Robin Rizzo song after, after the training today. And then we got to write a Mush Mullah song.
And we also need a wow song,
Yeah, wow. Yeah. That's going to be funny. Like a sarcastic wow song.
A sarcastic wow song with all our cheesy McCheeseness rolled into it, Oh, I had so much cheese for dinner, man. I'm satisfied.
Yes, Jesus loves me. Oh, wow. Day 176. Been live every day. Well, there's one day where I wasn't live, but other people took up the slack. I always get so nervous that I'm lying. I don't know. Sometimes I'll say something and then I'm not 100% sure whether it's true or not. It's not that I'm not a liar and exaggerator. I'm just saying that when I do, I get nervous and I have little anxiety attacks like I'm having now because I can't remember whether I did that day or not. I know there was one day where I just slept. I was so tired. Anyway, wow.
Wow.
All right.
Nearly done
I'll-
here. Yes.
I'll do a preamble. Okay.
Yeah.
So welcome to Tokenomics 101. I don't know which day of our summit.
19? Wait.
Is that
No.
possible?
No.
It's not
Hang on.
19.
Sorry, it's topic 12.
Yeah, so it's topic 12, day 12 of the Citadel Summit, where every single day we're going to be teaching, training, and educating you on what we're building, how we're building it, etc., etc. And today we're going to talk about Tokenomics 101. So Rob is busy putting together the presentation itself, and I'll do the preamble now. So basically recordings and stuff can go from now. We're going to become professional now for the next 40 minutes or so, and then we'll go silly again. Hey, Artwork Legacy, good to see you. Okay, so what is our motivation for tokenomics? What is our drive for our particular brand of tokenomics? The way we're doing things. We're altruistic by nature. So right now on stage is Rob and I. The typing that you hear in the background and the odd nose breathe, that is Rob. Oh, now he's gone and muted himself. Oh well. There goes our ambience. And now both of us are altruistic by nature. I'm a bit more overtly altruistic because I've been a minister most of my life. Rob is not as on his sleeve as I am. He's not like, hey, everybody look at me, I'm a super generous guy. Rob is just a very generous and kind human being, but he doesn't actually want anybody to know that. So he doesn't live for the glory and acceptance of other people. Let me put him over there so it looks like I'm looking at him. I'm watching you, bro. I'm watching you. I'm watching you. So even our tokenomics models are going to reflect our desire to bring breakthrough and change into other people's lives, and to the kind of people who we don't care about. Honestly, don't care about these kinds of people. It's cheesy and it's silly and it's whatever. Altruism to fools is fake. They think it's fake because they themselves are fake. The world is really made up of angels and demons, and those who are angelic in nature. Angels are warriors as well. They wipe out entire nations. So it's not that an angel means that you're a soft person. I recognize people who just want to bring good to this earth as angels, and people who are completely self-obsessed, that don't care about anybody else. They're literally demons, and they think they're good. From a spiritual point of view, the devil is convinced that he is right. He is convinced that he knows better than God. And there are people who so convinced in their own righteousness that they are willing to put everybody on the altar of their arrogance, and they will steal from you and take from you and try and justify things by, they'll say things like, oh, charity begins at home, and they think that's good. It's not good. If charity begins at home, all you'll ever have is home. And that home won't be a nice place, because if you live a life of overflow and you say, there is no I, there's only we, I take care of everybody around me. Everybody around me is of the same importance. So you don't have to really say other people are more important than you are, but and this is very important for our tokenomics. You're saying everybody's as important as I am. Their needs are as important as my own needs. And I want you to write that down in the comments. Other people's needs are as important as mine. And there are people who hate these things. They hate it when you want to encourage them to think about others. They will spend extraordinary amounts of money on selfishness. They will coat a Bugatti in gold while their neighbors starve. You understand that? That's how a demon thinks. Hey, Spoiled, stick around. You can jump on stage with us in an hour if you're still around. It's nice to see Spoiled. So you've got people who are exceptionally selfish by nature. They justify opulence, which we're not against opulence. What we are against is opulence in the face of your neighbor being hungry. So you don't have to sacrifice anything to include people around you in your abundance. You don't have to. It's abundance and altruism has got nothing to do with what you sacrifice. It's got everything to do with how you expand your home to look at people around you and say, everybody around me matters. Because they do. Everybody around you matters. Everybody around you is as important as you are. So you're not saying, selflessness is not me saying that I think you're more important or that you're a higher priority than I am. Selflessness is me saying that you are as important, because I've got to take care of myself. I've got to make sure that I'm okay so that I can make sure that you're okay, because I can't help you when I'm broken. I can't help you when I'm tired. I can't help you when my emotional drive is low, when my tank is empty. So I've got to take care of me, but when I take care of me, whatever I do for me, I should be doing for you. So if I'm doing encouraging things for myself, I must do those for you as well, because I'm recognizing that you're going through the same things potentially that I'm going through, that you're struggling where I'm struggling, that you're hurting where I'm hurting. So when we design anything and do anything from an altruistic point of view, we're saying that you have the same needs and the same desires and dreams that we do. And when you build a community, like our vision is what's important. Our tokenomics is built around our vision. And our vision is we came here to change lives. We want that person who has nothing to end up with something. We want that kid who's got no food to end up with food. The person who doesn't have a vehicle to get to work to end up with the vehicle. The person who dreams of going on holidays to be able to go on holidays. Everything we want for ourselves, we want for you. See, there are people who just are utterly demonic by nature, who will have like more than they need, much more than they need, and they will flaunt it. They will buy a super yacht and drive that they'll pilot that super yacht past a place where there's shacks and starvation. Now, are we saying they can't have the super yacht? No, we're saying if they were selfless and if they were altruistic, they wouldn't drive the super yacht past people who are starving to death. They'd drive it in the other direction, because they would say those persons have got the same needs. And our goal with all of our tokenomics and everything, and that's why we've got such an incredible community. Our goal is not to build a $1 billion business. We want to build a $1 billion community. You understand? We are not driven by net profit. I have achieved all the goals for my personal life. Rob has probably many times achieved all his goals for his personal life. We've achieved the things we desire, but we've come to this place in our lives. Well, I've always been there, and I think Rob has also kind of like with that same desire to change lives. We've kind of always driven towards this thing of how do we build something that enriches people, and like Rob has placed more than 9,000 people in jobs himself. Our on the ground NGO does around about 80,000 meals a month at the moment. We want to do 1.4 million meals a month, and how do you get there? You get there by saying that everything I desire for me, I'll desire for we. So it's not a communist approach. We're capitalists. We figure out how to monetize communities, because monetizing a community means giving everybody an opportunity to be of value. Because what is more wonderful than being of value? You feel like my contribution is of value. There's not only a thank you, there's actually a monetary reward, not just for me, but for everybody around me. People prosper because of me. Biblically, it's this, it's called the Nain principle, the widow of Nain. There's this lady comes out of a little town called Nain. Jesus sees her coming out there. It's a funeral procession. Her son is dead, and her son gets a miracle because Jesus shows passion and compassion on the widow. He gets raised from the dead. So if you've got the same thing on you where people are getting miracles just because you exist, it's like the most incredible thing. Like you can walk around and say, goodness gracious, people are getting breakthrough. Things, abundance is coming into their lives. They're being lifted out of poverty. They're being lifted out of depression because of me. See, that's the thing. And so we monetize the value of people without treating them like exit liquidity, without viewing them as a way to extract things. We want you to realize how valuable you are, and we want you to not underestimate it, how valuable you are as a human being. Before we jump into this thing, I'll just say this much. The world, especially Web3, it's so narcissistic by nature that many of you have been used and used and used and used and used. And you get to a place where you kind of become a little bit pessimistic and even nihilistic. And you start to think, there's no one good out there. Everybody is trying to scam me. Everybody's trying to use me. And so you just accept it as reality. And then you just stay in toxic environments, hoping that it's going to change. Things don't change until you change them. That's something I'd like you all to write down in the comment sections. Things do not change until I change them. You have to change the things that you're unhappy with. You've got to get out of the subsistence mindset where you're trapped going in circles, allowing yourself to be used and allowing rude people to have access to you. You've got to get out of that ecosystem. You've got to change it. If you think in decades and you think generationally, you will have the power to make decisions that hurt for a few months or years, because they will produce this abundant life for you. And that means it's going to overflow into the lives of the people around you. And so when you read anything that we do, especially these tokenomics, remember that we are driven, that this is driven by us who are passionate about abundance flowing into your life. So awesome. Hey, Amy. Things do not change until I change them. Absolutely. Hey, Tanivi, I see Tanivi on Facebook, Auntie Vanessa. Other people's needs are as important. Absolutely. Well, I mean, you're a living manifestation of that thought. Jacques says other people's needs. Yes, very, very wise. I think Jacques doing the wisdom session this week, so that's going to be cool. And then some nice comments there. Yes, wisdom. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, Rob, so are you ready? Are you going to run through this?
Yeah, I think we can both just chat. I'll kick it off,
Sure.
And then if you want to add to it, that's fine.
Great.
Excuse, this is a 35-second slideshow produced by Gemini Gems. So hopefully it's accurate. So yeah, the whole reason for our tokenomics is just building on what Andrew said there, is building a game economy that gives back. When we talk gives back to our community, gives back to the NGOs we support. And that's the whole principle of why we got into this in the first place. And that's also the whole principle of why we chose Web3 as a as a tool in order to get value back to people in our ecosystem, because it's not obviously players, it's everyone in the community. So we have a dual currency model, which the first currency is courage. So this is the player's currency, or the currency that's in the ecosystem. And this currency can be earned through pretty much everything that you can do. Gameplay, quests, PvP, achievements. There will also be currency earning linked to learning as well. Learning and skills development will be courage linked to that. And then when you've earned your courage, you can now use your courage, and not fully accurate, the upgrading assets, but you can, well, yes, it's right. You can buy NFTs, you can upgrade assets, and then you can also unlock higher perks in the marketplace, or the player-to-player marketplace. And then the whole principle of this is we want to tie the player's effort to direct value. So the more effort you put in our ecosystem, the more value you will be able to extract out of the ecosystem. So that's the first part of the dual currency. And the second part is our actual token, which is the Citadel token. And this is the growth token. There is some governance, but it's not a traditional kind of everyone gets to vote on everything governance that exists out there. This is our growth token. So it's got a limited supply. So there'll only ever be X number of Citadel in circulation. And then what this is used for is it's going to be used primarily for staking and access to premium events and features. So similar to how the Funk token works, or what we're doing with the Funk token, is if you hold Funk token and you keep it held, there will be mechanics where you can earn from it, get value out of it if you hold onto it. And in that way, we create a very stable economy for the token. And then the ecosystem governance and community treasury is basically with the treasury. When you are staking your tokens, then they stay inside the ecosystem, and then those who are staking then will get extra rewards from the token. And the reason we have this approach is basically for players to easily earn through the first token, well, not the token, sorry, the first currency, which is the courage currency, and then through through other ways they get access to the token. They can get that through supporting us buying packs. They will get some via airdrops, a percentage via airdrops. They will be able to then get more Citadel once they have Citadel through the staking mechanisms. And then when we do get to our TGE, then people will be able to buy and trade, but more so buy and keep our token during or post TGE. And then the other model, well, both models together, it's just more value accrual for our players and our individuals in the ecosystem. And I said, it's not just players, because it can be, it will be creators, it will be our supporters, it will be our ambassadors, people who are in the ecosystem, people who want to get involved in the Citadel platform. It's not just get in and play the game, it's our entire ecosystem that we want to be able to give value back to the community. And obviously, we want to protect the integrity of our entire system, and that's also part of the dual currency. Is there's a Citadel, which is your limited supply. It's a currency. It's backed by the confidence everyone has in our ecosystem. And then courage is the thing you can go out and actively earn. More effort you put into earning courage, the more value you will get out of courage. Visionary funk. Anything to add, sir, to our dual currency model?
Yeah, I like it because it's part of our zero barrier to entry priority, where there's a way for people to come into the ecosystem, and they don't need money. They just need a device, and so the courage token makes that possible. So for those who are listening on the Only Believe platform, we're doing a very, very similar model for Only Believe. So where Operation Safe Place is the courage token, which is basically your quest token. You don't need money. You can just you can earn it by doing quests and stuff. You can buy NFTs that can be sold for Citadel tokens, which is real money. In the Only Believe ecosystem, that kind of quest token is called the faith token. So you accumulate faith by doing quests, and then you can buy things with your faith. You can manifest things with your faith, and then you can sell those on the play-to-play marketplace for talents, because you're stewarding your talents,
But
and
you
then
use
real
your
money.
faith wisely, yes.
Yeah, if you use your faith wisely. So our tokenomics models are always dual currency, so that we can make sure that people have a way to go from nothing to something, and people can enter our ecosystem and change their lives financially, because it's not a pay to win model. It's a pay to save time. So if you already in your real life have had the wisdom, the luck, whatever it is to have money, you can quickly jump ahead. But if you in your life didn't have the luck, you weren't born into either a family, a ecosystem, or a culture where you have money flowing into your life already. Because remember, even wisdom is an inheritance. So some people don't have that inheritance, because if your parents weren't wise, if your family wasn't wise, if your culture is not wise, then what you'll inherit is a lack of wisdom, a lack of an understanding of stewardship, a lack of an understanding of how to multiply things. In some cultures, they don't even have the word maintenance in their language. It's crazy. Yeah, like here in Africa, there's many cultures that don't have the word maintenance to look after something. Because how do you look after something when you don't have anything? Because in poverty, people rarely have anything. So how do you maintain nothing? And so if you're born just understanding how to look after something, you're in the top 3% wealthiest people on earth. Like India, China, there's places people got nothing. South America, they're born, they got nothing. They live in like these favelas, these places where you're born into poverty. Your entire inheritance is nothing. So we design our entire tokenomics models that people who don't understand those principles start the journey. And in Citadel, we have kind of a university that you're working your way through, that's going to teach you, to help you understand money, to help you understand the different principles in earning it, keeping it, investing it, multiplying it. Only Believe we do the same, but biblical principles. It's like the biggest Bible college on earth that we're building. It's a fully gamified Bible college that starts you from zero. But in both cases, the barrier to entry is zero. All you need to do is pay attention. You just need to pay attention. That's it. And then
pay time and attention, sir.
Yes, time, sir. Time. Yeah, spend a lot of time paying attention.
And then you will earn courage, and you will earn faith.
Yeah,
And you'll
exactly.
maybe get airdropped a little bit of Citadel, and talent.
And talent, yeah. But when you've already got those things, you can just immediately buy. You can buy all the talent and buy all the Citadel, and you can even buy lots of faith and buy lots of courage. Anyway, back to
Yeah,
you, sir.
what we left out on the courage side is the land. So the land in the Citadel is another way. So people are going to get the ability to earn courage from land that they own, and the same way that they can currently get access to Citadel is through like our kind of packs, our Kickstarter packs. Those packs come with land. They will be represented by NFTs, but that is another way for individuals to earn courage and also spend courage if you are renting a piece of property. So the loop we've designed is a healthy loop. So for the game, it will be you playing the game, you earning the courage, you using your NFTs in the game. That's getting you more power. That will obviously get you better levels in the PvP and in the PvE game modes. That will get you on the leaderboards. Eventually, you'll be able to prestige, and then you will be able to take whatever you've earned and put that into the marketplace. And then the sinks, you'll hear a lot, especially in the Web3 space. Sink just is like where it is spent, basically. Where do you sink your, it's a bad word, I think, Unk. Should be spend, but where do you sink your currency into, right? You can sink it into upgrading your NFTs, your skin customizations. There will be tournaments and events, premium modes that will have entry fees. There will be to level up your cards, and then the land NFTs as well. So that is the spend. And then where do you earn? This is again specifically with the courage. You win battles in game. You complete missions. Stream, create content, do social activities, do community quests. Anything that you put effort into our ecosystem will be a way to get rewarded in courage. And then we want to avoid speculation and inflation, which is quite prominent especially in the Web3 space. So we want to ensure that all your efforts get you courage. This courage can then be used to buy NFTs. Those NFTs can then be leveled up, upgraded, infused, kept, and or put on the market for other players to buy. Anka, I don't know if you want to high level just talk about courage in terms of what you have, like in the Discord, the levels. If you have funk, you get courage. If you have funkies, funk hits, you get courage.
Yeah. So our ambition is that no matter what you have in our ecosystem, it helps you get more of other things. So we like to reward involvement. so if you've got like so let's start off with we're mostly on Arena Social right now, and on the other platforms. So for the people on Arena Social, obviously the big accrual there is you're grabbing the funk tokens, the funky NFTs. You're saving up funk so that you're able to buy the metaverse land, and now holding those things will unlock other things, like people who are in the OSP ecosystem. They've got like Lucille's, and they've got keys and packs and all sorts of stuff. And people who came from the Myth ecosystem, they have infinite redeemers, and people come from the Doksuki ecosystem. They've got the Doksuki NFTs, and so we see, okay, well, you're holding these things. You've supported the different elements of our metaverse, so we're going to reward you for every single thing that you support. And so when we do a mint, or we do anything, we include you in our team allocations, in our whitelisting strategies, and we'll send you, like right now we're about to do the Katsu mint, which is going to be by far our biggest mint, and that and everybody who was holding things, there was a snapshot, so it checked how much funk you were holding, how many funky NFTs you had. It checked if you had Lucille's, if you had Doksukis, infinite redeemers. It checked, and then it allocated these keys. And people who were super supportive and super loyal end up with a huge amount. I mean, I think somebody got 700 keys or something. That means 7 times 3 is 21. They got 2,100 NFTs are going to be airdropped to them. That's like crazy.
That's a lot of keys, man.
It is.
That's a lot of keys.
And we're making sure that every single thing that you have, you'll probably need them. They have big ships. Yeah. Well, all of it is necessary. In our ecosystem, 2,100 NFTs is not a lot, because, one prestiged NFT, because you can put all the things into the NFT. One prestige NFT by itself is like 625 or something NFTs that have been merged into one to make the stats cooler for the game. So you're looking at 25 times 25 times 625. It's a lot. It's thousands and thousands of NFTs for one loadout. So our system not only rewards you, but makes sure that those rewards are they have use, they have utility, and they're in demand to other players. So our entire ecosystems, economics, and tokenomics are built on not only rewarding everybody, but making sure that those rewards themselves are in demand, that other players need them for their own builds, which means even if you don't play the game, you can actually play the market.
Yeah, and I think with the airdrop for all the Katsus that Andrew mentioned, that is a total of the next NFTs is 115,000 NFTs that we are minting for the damage themed NFTs. So based on the amount of keys that are airdropped, those keys give you access to NFTs, and then that's going to be 115,000 NFTs minted.
Yeah, that's on one mint, and there's hundreds coming. I'm glad Jason's timing is very good, because I got to jump on a call quick, and Jason can continue chatting with Rob about our exciting tokenomics model. Good to see you, Jason.
Hello.
I'll be back now.
How we doing?
Good new man. Yeah, so that's good. So what I have up on screen now is basically our card pack model. So when you earn your courage, you will be able to buy card packs. We're going to be calling those ciphers. And then when you buy one of those and you open them, then you will be getting NFTs in them. So you can either sell the ciphers on the player-to-player marketplace, or you can take your RNG chance, open the cipher, and then you'll get your 3 NFTs, and then you can either use or trade those NFTs. And then we have different types of, when we say packs, you have at the moment a Lucille pack. If you open a Lucille pack, it'll give you 3 Lucille's, and then you have a Lucille key. If you consume the Lucille key, it gives you 3 healer themed NFTs, and then the same will be happening for the Katsu and the Katsu keys that have already been airdropped. And this is just an idea of rarity. So we will publicly kind of state what the drop rates are, and there will also be protections for users so that they will be guaranteed something of exotic or higher quality based on the number of packs. So it's not going to be like a traditional game where you can spend years getting garbage. Although nothing in our game is going to be garbage, but there will be, we'll build in protections so that certain amount of packs, you will definitely be getting something of good quality or higher. And then it's not speculation at all, because the economy is connected to the gameplay. So the more things you win, the more access you get, and the more courage you earn, and then the more packs you can earn on the courage. Jason, over to you for any comments on cards, packs, model, sir.
Where would I begin with this? I mean, I remember when you presented the OSP model to me shortly after we first met, and it made me very happy.
Yes.
It made me very, very happy. It, you know, the model as a whole, it works very well because its design is so similar to it's so similar to systems that already exist and people are familiar with in many big name games.
Yeah.
And it's not reinventing the wheel, it's just bringing real value to the wheel.
No, exactly. And you're getting some hellos in the arena there, Jason.
Hello.
Get a hello, Mr. Jason from Sheshi. Getting a Jason with many N's from B, a couple of hearts from Bernard's cat lady.
I've just fired up arena here.
No worries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so yeah. I mean, that's right. We've obviously designed it off successful principles, but we will build in our own better features for the community. Okay. And then next slide here is our entire economy is with purpose, right? So any revenue that comes through the ecosystem, 10% of all that revenue is going to go to the Every Girl Safe initiative, which is the NGO. The players voting on funding initiatives is a concept. It's not necessarily what we are or aren't going to be doing, because obviously the NGO Every Girl Safe has a very, very dedicated initiative. And then courage, what we're saying here is can possibly unlock impact-based rewards, IRL shoutouts, badges, skins for donations, or unlocks for donations. That is something we're still kind of in the ideal stage at the moment. But basically the idea is your grind matters. So regardless of what you are doing in game, you are going to be supporting an initiative in the real world. If you're a totally free to play player, you grinding courage, that courage is going to the packs. You take those packs, you put them on the market, or you open them, you put the NFT on the market. The marketplace earns a percentage of those transactions, and 10% of all of that goes to the NGO. So anything you do in our ecosystem supports a real world impact. I think this is your slide, Jay. This was a 30-second Gemini Gem slideshow presentation. So accurately It's not guaranteed.
Oh man, my eyes are seriously not working, man. I've been feverish all day.
No, that's fine. So
I
what we have here is basically, yeah.
joined for moral support.
So what we have on screen, this is our projected growth and our DAO vision. This is what we have like in our pitch deck and stuff like that. So this projected growth is based on, we believe, a conservative figure, which is 50, I think it's 58,000 players in our ecosystem. And then once we launched, we are guesstimating that it's going to take us about a year to get to that, based on other relatively successful games and communities. That is not an unreal number. That is an achievable number. So these year 1, year 2, and year 3 revenue projections are based on that model. And the 58, I think, Jason, if I recall, it was 58,000 players, but that is over the 3-year period in total. And then we're saying the majority of this income will be primarily from what we're doing now, which is our kind of Kickstarter sales, our pack sales. And then it would be followed after that by fees we get from the marketplace. And then after that, there will be some other kind of, integrations of brands and other partnerships that we have in the game. There is an opportunity which we're investigating where players can actually earn value out of advertising models, which will be available on the Citadel platform. There will also be courage and other earnings through if a user opts in to stake their information for like brands and advertisers. So yeah, the entire growth is also obviously centric around the community, and then that growth will then, the more we grow there, the more the funding, the 10% of the funding can go to the NGO, and then the more impact we can have on the NGO side. And then we're saying here post TGE, this is obviously not 100% confirmed, but this is broadly the idea, is that the community will have voting rights within the Citadel. We haven't defined exactly yet what those rights entail, but this is as an idea. The community will be able to vote on things that come into the Citadel platform, right? So it could be on some game content ideas. There might be a vote, be like, hey, the next boss, do you want another dragon or do you want a giant frog boss? We might have some partner games in the ecosystem, and we can only potentially kind of take one on this month, and then there could be a vote around that. And then for the token holders, if they are staking their token, then they will be able to get access to a percentage of platform fees. That's all the fees that will be going through the Citadel. And then everything will be very transparent and available on smart contracts. And that includes like all the 10% revenue that goes through the NGO, and then the split of stakeholders, stakers revenue on platform fees that will also be on chain. So yeah, 100% transparency. It's not going to be any cloak and dagger mechanics. You see what we see.
Yeah,
okay.
The only cloak and daggers are reserved for gameplay.
Exactly. That's just in the game itself. All right. Just give me a second here. So where are we here? So I think that is the end of what we have in terms of the tokenomics. I am going to share. Give me a second here. Tell the people something interesting, Jason. I'm just going to get something to share here quickly.
Something interesting. Here you go. What have you been up to this weekend, apart from that referral system, which is looking awesome? Oh, I do actually have something interesting, though. Yeah, I was building a tool with Stratos to integrate into the Citadel that will help users when it comes to creating thumbnails, icons, banners, everything, directly from either a Chrome extension or from within a tooling page on the Citadel. We were just having a look at lists of creative tools that can benefit the community when it comes to them being able to create content and us being able to provide tools. So we iterated, we played around, and very happy with the outcome, actually.
Nice. Okay, so let's have a look here quickly. So I think Uncle did go through this diagram yesterday. So this is focusing now on the first part of the dual currency, which is the courage side. So if you look right at the top, I don't know if you can see the mouse on the actual stream, Jason. So if you look right at the top here, this is currently the assets that we have in our ecosystem. We've got the Funk token, which is live on Avalanche. We've got the Funkettes, which are minted on Say. We have the Funkies that are minted on Avalanche. Seat holders are people that have taken part of our community rounds. We had a 33 seat initiative for OSP and a 22 seat initiative for Vanguard. So anyone who purchased seats. Then we have on our home.osp game, we have Kickstarter packs, which include both Citadel tokens and land. We have the Doksuki Mint, and then we have the holders of Infinite Redeemers. All these give you a route to land or plots in the Citadel. And then once you have the land and the plots in the Citadel, these land and plots will also be NFTs that will also have utility and will also be tradable like everything else in our ecosystem. And then that gives you access to earning courage. Then you can spend your courage on NFTs, in-game assets, and utility. You can also earn courage through doing quests and social quests on our platforms, as well as any in-game activities, achievements, and quests that will also give you courage. And then on this side,
I'll just note that there was a slight error in the image because we were missing the primes, which was pointed out by Twisted Tinker.
Oh, in the top, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, as Jason is pointing out, an additional asset at the top will be the primes, which will be the Lucille's, the Katsus, the Upts, and the Crispuses, because they also give you access to certain ranks in our Discord. We will be sharing the ranks, but yeah, depending on what you hold and how much of that you hold, you also get exclusive ranks in our Discord. And then, through the NFTs, then you can sell them. This would be in the player-to-player marketplace. You can then sell them for where it says crypto. This will be Citadel. Or you can obviously buy them from the other players. And then from that point, you can turn it into fiat. And then once you have these plots, they will also give you access to exclusive assets. And the same thing is they can be then gone back onto the marketplace and then they can be traded to other players. But yeah, I hope that everyone sees the dual economy, and then why we are doing the dual economy. And then if there's any questions, we can pop some questions up in the chats, in the arena, in the Facebooks, or anywhere else. Unless Andrew would like to add anything.
Andrew may still be.
I'm a happy camper.
Oh no, he's there.
Very good,
I'm
very
happy
good.
camper.
Yes, I had a very cool call.
Awesome.
I'm enjoying my river philosophy. Midnight Cat says, are there card packs for Only Believe already?
There are not card packs, but there are token packs.
Yeah, which
well,
we
technically there are card packs which we are re-releasing very soon. Have you got the Only Believe website, Unk, on your link? But it's fine. That we can share out next week.
OnlyBelieveGame.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are tiers of card packs which give you an idea of what you can get for the packs for the Only Believe, but that we will be kind of re-releasing within the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. We're up to all sorts of cool things in the background. Muha, muha, ha, ha, muha, ha, ha, ha. We came here to change lives. Hey, Judd Tashi, good to see you. Well, is that it? Did we cover token? Did we get through this? Good job, Rob.
Yeah.
I didn't hear Jason's speech. I'm sure
Jason's speech was like he just came here for mental support, and then he kind of,
did he fade away?
I mean,
he did mention a very good point, though. On that diagram, the gaming ecosystem flow does not include the primes. So we just explained to the fellow people that we will be adding the primes to the ecosystem diagram.
I see.
Because it doesn't have like the holders of, the Lucille's and stuff like that.
Yes. Yeah, we got to add the things, that thingy with the things, and show people how the thingies thing,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why just after that other presentation, I just had a quick run through that gaming economic flow.
Yeah, we're working on the same complexities for Only Believe. So it's only complex until you understand it. Because a big priority for us is to teach people, to divorce themselves from the subsistence mindset, which is just like, surviving day to day. You've got to get your brain into a streams mind, like a farmer. Farmer works on streams of income. If you are dependent on one product that requires one particular season, if you have one bad season, you're ruined financially. But if you have a mindset that says I'm working to have there's a biblical principle, which is to bear fruit even in the dry season. Let's see who can write that down. Bear fruit even in the dry season. So we're not building a model that depends on the casino roller coaster of Web3. As a matter of fact, I think collectively we're insulted by the entire concept that the gamblers buy into in Web3, where they're dependent on bull markets and heavily affected by bear markets. We're building an asset-driven economy with multiple streams of income for everybody in the community, so that when you understand yes, I love that B said bear fruit even in a dry casino. That's it. Even in the dry season, even in a, like the casinos can be winning and losing. The house always wins if you go into a casino. So you don't want to be in a gambling environment. You want to be in an environment where your plan A contains everybody's plan B, C, D, E, F. It's all part of your plan A. It's all of them. We've got an and philosophy, not an or philosophy. We we say we're going to launch this and that and that and that and that, and the community is going to benefit from all of them. This and that and that and that and that, and all of it is going to flow like streams, creating a river. Because if you are a river, not a dam, a dam takes what comes in, keeps it to itself. And then if that dam isn't allowed to at least flow a little bit, it's going to become stagnant and dangerous. Whereas if you've got a proper release function, if you've got a proper strategy where there's just this inflow, and you're regulating your outflow, many streams of income, many ways of things coming in, but to the same ecosystem. This is a challenge that people, or rather a mistake that a lot of people make as well, is you've only got so much capacity to maintain your focus, and if your eggs are in too many baskets that you cannot track, you're going to end up having, this one basket that you should have taken all the eggs out. All those eggs either go rotten before you can use them, or they become chicks, and now you're not watching, so you don't feed the little chicks, and they don't become chickens. They just like lay into each other. Anybody who's farmed before will tell you that there's nothing more vicious than a chicken. Nothing more disgusting than little chicks. I mean, chicks will, if they see a little wound on another chick, they will peck at that wound and they will eat that thing, that little thing alive. Midnight says I had 2 hatch. Yeah. So if you wanna understand the concept of more than one, eggs in many baskets, many streams of income, you've got to make sure you're in an ecosystem where you can keep track of everything. And that's why we're building a single ecosystem with many streams, so that people in our community, all they have to do is just understand what's in that ecosystem. And our ecosystem is not dependent on bulls and bears and whatever markets are flowing. Our community grows. It doesn't matter what the Funk coin does, as long as you have enough Funk to buy a NFT, it's going to give you that passive income. Because what is the purpose of the Funk coin? Just to make sure that people are not bots. It's to give people ownership and reward capability within an ecosystem. So it's part of that founder funnel. So we'll teach you a lot about that. But part of tokenomics is we don't treat tokenomics as in the token is the way to prosperity. We treat tokenomics as in the token's job is on-ramp, off-ramp, and reward. So it's purchasing power. You're able to buy things with it, sell things for it. It's a currency. It's not an enrichment strategy. So clever people, I guess, cleverer than me for sure, will know how to invest at the right time, withdraw at the right time. But normal folk like me just know, okay, that is a reliable currency that we can use to buy assets, own assets, and sell assets. But anyway, so to everybody listening on all the other platforms, we love you very much. We are now going to continue, unless Jason, Rob, anything to say on the tokenomics side before we continue with the fun and parties and craziness?
No, that's it. And if there's no questions, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, any questions? We're checking all the comments on all the platforms. Bomb us with questions. We'll stick around here and sit and see Jason sharing cool stuff on LinkedIn. I hope you're following us all on LinkedIn. Don't be a silly Billy.
Everywhere.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, follow us everywhere. The LinkedIns, the whatevers. Sheshi is a cool dude. Cool dude. Cool dude. Sheshi is a cool dude. Cool dude is Sheshi. Midnight Cats Lady is a cool kitten. Cool cat. Cool kitten. Well, dudes are cats, basically. It's like he's a cool cat. Can you say that about a chick? Is there like a gender thing to saying, she's a cool cat? I don't know. I feel like for some reason, kitten sounds. Maybe it's because it's more of an endearing term. Am I? No, see, hen sounds like nasty. For some reason. Like if you call a woman a hen, it's like makes me think of like, you know, that please ma'am, can I have some more, ma'am? More? You want more? You know, like this old hen. It's an angry woman. Because I don't know. Am I I don't think I'm definitely not a chauvinist, but maybe I'm a traditionalist where I'm like, I want to, when I speak about women, I like to use endearing and complimentary terms as opposed to, you know, I wouldn't want to, like, you know, she's not a cool cat. That sounds masculine to me, but that could be a traditional thing. Ladies, I mean, you know, do you mind being called a cool cat? Or do you like the idea of she's a cool kitten? I feel like that one is a lot like. Well, B's like she's a cool queen bee. Midnight says we may be crossing a line. Yeah, I don't know. I think in these terms, you know, because I'm when I deal with my wife, like there's certain terminologies I'm like, that doesn't sound very romantic. Anyway, let's not go down that road. Alrighty, so we're going to say goodbye to everybody on the other platforms. We love you, appreciate you. We're going to have fun on other thingies. Let me see. I mean, is there no? See, what does remove mean? If I click remove, so I'm wondering if we can just stop certain streams, because mostly I stop it because of the Only Believe platform and Facebook itself, just because it stops. It mutes like that entire stream. Let me see. What does remove mean? Remove this destination. No. A post was created, deleted. No. I don't want to remove the whole thing. I just wanted to stop the stream to that particular platform. Whatever. Fine, Facebook, Meta. Thanks for spoiling the fun for everybody else. Have a nice toodles. If anybody wants to continue having fun, you can come join us here on Arena Social. Love you. Bye.